Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to Drunken Gunslinger. Thanks for your support. That said, let's get started. Welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Today, we're picking up right where we left off last time as we continue exploring the perilous regions immediately surrounding Stag's Fall. This may be Silverleaf's new kingdom, but it's still largely untamed wilderness. There's no villages to speak of, the infrastructure is non-existent, and the vast majority of our subjects seem to be bandits and monsters. The one notable exception seems to be Bartholomew Delgado here, a self-styled man of science. He seems friendly enough, but then again, who knows? This is the Stolen Lands, after all. Anyway, let's finish exploring the area immediately surrounding his house. It looks like we're about halfway done with it already, so this shouldn't take us too much longer. We'll wrap this location up and then we'll see if we can find another point of interest to explore. We'll just revisit Delgado if we have to unload any excess loot.
In due time. I believe I found something.
Dwarven Helm Shard. Looks like we're collecting another artifact. That makes 3 now. Ah, right, and of course we have to keep disarming Delgado's traps. Sorry, Delgado.
Applause, please.
Oh, more bandits. That was a bandit conjurer we just spotted.
That is not far.
Who will prevail?
Got a little too close there.
Tear them apart!
That's fine. We'll go after the conjurer first. We need to be careful with Amiri, though. She's low on armor right now.
They go down!
Let's try adjusting our position here. Cleave off. Very nice. No significant injuries. Turquoise Brooch. A turquoise brooch with jade ornaments, carefully wrapped in smooth cloth. It looks like it was meant to be a present for someone. Interesting. That's not your usual piece of randomized loot. Proceed with caution. Traps ahead. Well, at least he made a token effort.
As it should be.
Amulet of Agile Fists. Not really useful for our current party, but still a nice find. Merchant's Letter. My sweet Lexin, I just received a letter from you and rushed immediately to answer. I want you to get word from me as soon as you arrive in New Setvin. With all these endless travels of yours, I've become an expert on roads and settlements myself. Little Ketri asks about his father's whereabouts every night instead of a bedtime story. Then I get a map and show him. Here's our Galt, and these are the Stolen Lands. There's Bravoy, and this is the road our father is riding on right now. Then we wish you a good night and go to sleep. Everything is all right here. The workers you've hired finally finished painting the walls and fixing the roof. Now, sitting at the very top of our house is that marvelous forged weathercock you brought from Numeria. It's perched up there and watching around. What's there behind the horizon? Maybe the master is on his way home. Ron the Baldhead returned recently. You'd somehow missed each other in Miven. He told a bunch of tall stories about his adventures, as he usually does. Told us there was a hodag living in the woods in the southern Stolen Lands. I almost fainted on the spot. That's the forest you pass by every time. Maybe Ron just lies. God's knows he usually does. But I beg you to take care and choose the other road to skip coming near that damned forest. I'm writing this now and can't keep my tears from running. I'm just not myself without you. The only joy I have is watching little Ketri. His face and yours are like as two peas. He even frowns just like you do. You always bring me some presents, dresses or shoes. Now this turquoise brooch you promised last time, but I need none of that. The only thing I need is you by my side, safe and sound. Take care of yourself. Be back soon. Your beloved, Olika and Ketri. Man, I really prefer it when these random victims remain faceless and nameless. Still, we did learn a few things there. First of all, that turquoise brooch is marked as a quest item, so it's important for something. We also learned that there's a hodag somewhere in the southern forest, so we'll have to keep an eye out for a relevant location.
In due time.
Ah, more bandits. Alright, let's clear these guys out.
I am yours to command.
I'm listening. I shall end this suffering.
We're writing you out of our story.
Just two of them.
Repent!
Alright, Amiri, come on.
Bring it!
That's one down. Cleave off. Surprising. These guys usually travel in larger numbers.
All according to plan.
Okay, that just leaves the intersection here. I'm guessing we'll run into a lot of traps. Yep, that looks like a pretty big warning sign. Looks like these bandits died after triggering a trap. Well now, a bastard sword +1. I think Valerie can make use of that. Yeah, she's still toting around that masterwork bastard sword. It's not much, but that is an extra +1 to damage.
Follow my lead.
Anything else?
Probably.
In due time.
Help! Help!
Oh, hello there.
That is not far.
Somebody save me!
A barefoot young man in tattered clothes stands before you. His eyes dart about wildly, and his matted hair sticks up in dirty spikes. Help! Help! the young man yells, even though you're right in front of him. What's wrong with you? What happened? Help! The man's scream subsides as he finally notices your presence. I'm Wayne, he manages at last. His eyes are wide, so wide that they look like they might fall out of his sockets. He's mad in the head. Let him rot. So, Wayne, what happened? Traitors. We're traitors. Lexan and me. Wayne waves his hand vaguely. As he relaxes, he starts to babble. We usually come to visit the local mage, bring him food, and he gives us magic trinkets in exchange. We last came a month ago, left him some supplies. We were riding back today and wanted to stop and pick up an order he promised to complete. Well, Lexan stayed to guard the cart while I went to the mage's house. This mage has a bunch of traps around his house. Scares off the trolls, you see. He even put a warning sign up by the road so people wouldn't get hurt. You just have to stick to the road. The trolls are stupid, can't read, so they get caught. But I didn't stick to the road. I thought I saw something glittering in the underbrush. Soon as I approached, boom! Suddenly I was flying upside down. Wayne lifts his hand sharply to mimic the blast. When I landed, I was too scared to move. So many traps around. I wouldn't survive a second boom. Cowards like this make me sick. He'd shit himself at the sight of a rabbit. Thank you, Amiri. So, how long have you been standing there? Wayne stares at you blankly for a moment, then shrugs. 4 hours? Maybe more. Wait, you've been standing here screaming in fear for 4 hours because there might be traps around you. Wayne stares at you silently for a moment, then nods. Where are your boots? Wayne looks at his feet, perplexed. He moves his toes as though trying to feel out the inside of an invisible boot. Boom, he answers at last. So, do you want me to get you back to the road? Wayne begins frantically nodding, then stops, thinks the matter over, and begins frantically shaking his head instead. Enough sniveling. One hit from me'll fix him. We should leave him. He was surely fated to die by this trap. Harem strokes his beard. It would be wrong of us to prevent this man from reaching the end of his path. Oh my. Guys, come on. Alright, the way back to the road is free of traps, Wayne. We just came from there after we heard your screaming. Come on, we'll make sure you get back safely. I'll try. Just stay near, please. Maybe hold my hand? Or could you carry me? Please, could you? Let's not get carried away here. Crossing his fingers, Wayne walks toward the safety of the road. Thank you. Wayne's teeth are still chattering, but he seems to be focusing better. Thank you. You saved my life. We found Lexan. He's dead. Here's his brooch. Give it to his relatives so they have something to remember him by. Dead? That's awful. May Pharasma save his soul. Yes, Lexan bought this brooch for his wife. Said it was a birthday present. Thank you. I'll make sure she gets it. And thanks again for all you've done for me today. Don't be sad, friend. When fate deals you a blow, take it gladly. Your whole life is one road to the end, and each day is but another step along the way. But how can I go on living if there's no sense in it? You could spread the word of Grotus. Help people understand the futility of existence. The sooner this agony of life ends, the sooner eternal tranquility will come. Well, that happened. Everything's crumbling around me. Grotus, embrace my soul. Now we know where worshippers of Grotus come from. Thanks, Harem. Alright, let's Let's go see what Bartholomew has to say about all this.
My search was not in vain.
Interesting. As it should be.
Applause, please.
Let's see here. Bartholomew nods, ready to satisfy your curiosity. Sometimes even those who can read get caught in your traps. A trader by the name of Waning, for instance. Oh, Waning. Frankly, I wonder what was going on in his brain that he'd rush into the forest, being perfectly aware of the danger. Obviously, if you hadn't rescued him, I would. Just a bit later, after he'd learned his lesson. Well, I suppose that's fair. Thank you for your time. We're still going to disarm all his traps, though.
I don't like surprises.
Yeah, but to be fair, you don't like much of anything.
Applause, please.
The bark is charred and blackened in places.
All according to plan.
Almost done. All right, oh, hold on. Looks like we missed one.
Anything else?
All right, now I think we're done. Let's get back out to the world map, and we'll see if we can find another point of interest to explore. Alright, let's start heading for that ruined watchtower over there. Harem did specifically ask us to take him to any dwarven ruins we discovered. That seems to fit the bill. We'll head back to Stag's Fall afterwards, just in case we missed anything important. Yeah, we'll follow the river here. That should take us right to it.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Looks like we've got multiple points of interest. We'll stay focused on the tower for now.
We should gather our strength.
Alright, let's get some rest. We're actually headed into one or more locations here, so let's cook a real recipe for once. I think shepherd's pie actually boosts Tristan's healing abilities. Good night, heroes. And back on the road. Uh-oh. That's not a normal encounter.
To the dust you will go.
Greetings to you, good sires. So, your money or your life, what you say? Well, I guess that's what happens when you travel near a bandit camp. Good to know. There's only 4 of these guys, so, this shouldn't be any trouble.
Let us strike as one!
Your life ebbs low.
Tear them apart!
Ooh. These guys may have overestimated their abilities here. Well, looks like we got to keep our money and our lives. What a deal.
In due time.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and toss one of those sets of scale mail on Amiri. I accidentally left her breastplate back in Stag's Fall, so we'll have to make do for the time being. Oh, hold on. This was actually a...
I see something.
Yeah. See, this was a pre-programmed encounter, not a normal random encounter, so we should actually canvass the area for loot.
Follow my lead. That is not far.
I guess that's it. That's disappointing. Onward, my friends. Ruined Watchtower. An ancient and half-ruined watchtower, lost in the depths of the Narlmarches, is a local point of interest and a source of inspiration for several legends in the area. These tales compete with each other, telling of the tower's construction and, more popularly, its destruction by mysterious, incomprehensible, and usually supernatural forces. The truth is a bit more prosaic. The watchtower was built by dwarves and used to guard a local trade route, which last saw use centuries ago. Clear proof of this can be seen in the statue of Touareg, which stands near the foot of the watchtower. Sounds like exactly what Harem's looking for. Let's get in there. Okay, looks like we're on another fairly sizable map, so let's get ourselves set up with a few buffs before we start exploring.
And Lindsay was called forth.
I think that's enough for now. We'll set up a few more if we start running into tougher enemies.
I know what to do.
Though, we should make sure our pets are deployed. It says they're active, but we're not seeing them. Touareg's pendant. Makes sense, given the location. That's really bothering me.
Time's not waiting.
Okay, there we go. Welcome back. Now the adventure can continue.
In due time.
Grass has sprouted between the cobbles of the ancient road.
All according to plan.
I wish there was another way.
We seem to have stumbled onto a hiding bandit. There's got to be more around here somewhere. Let's be careful.
Ray, be generous to them, for I am not.
All right, Amiri, get that archer. Oh, okay. Looks like we've got 3 more bandits in play. Guess we should do something about that.
This should do it.
There we go. I'm actually surprised Amiri didn't take more damage. Alright, let's check the bodies. Poor guy. Oh. Well, that was unfortunate. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. One channel should do it. Nice bait. They just should have hidden themselves better. Once sturdy walls became decrepit and crumbled. Ancient stairs. Let's hold off on that for now. Finish scouting around down here first.
My search was not in vain.
Another Touareg's pendant.
As it should be.
To victory!
Interesting. Looks like our first troll hound.
A calculated risk.
Oh, all right. Let's get a bomb in there. Or not. We seem to be doing fine.
Strike for the legend.
If we're up against trolls here, then I think we'd better get that flaming earthbreaker re-equipped.
In due time.
Okay, let's take a look at this thing. Unlike the time-worn Watchtower, the statue of Touareg is in perfect condition. The dwarven god's face has a stern look, almost accusatory when combined with the surrounding devastation. Harem gives the statue a long look, then spits on the ground without saying a word. Dwarven artisans are famous for installing clever hidden mechanisms in their works. You discover a hidden panel with a niche above it. In the niche, a set of jagged grooves adorned with arcane symbols seems to be connected to something deeper inside the statue. It seems that access to Touareg's treasure will require the missing cogs. The stone panel and the mechanism keeping it shut are both sturdy and effective. Neither lockpicking skills nor brute force enhanced with cursing are capable of opening it. It looks like you won't get this hidden treasure without a proper key. Now let's see what Harem had to say. The Traitor God. Touareg priests used to set hiding places in statues like that. Look closer if you wish. You might find something. Worn parchment. On the ancient parchment, there are words written by a feeble hand, discolored with age and barely visible. Every morning I wake up as a 20-year-old boy. It's the best morning of my life, for today is the first time I take over the post at the Watchtower over the Great Shield Road. Every morning I open my eyes and see the tower in ruins. Horrified, I grope my gray beard with my gnarled fingers and slowly realize that there is no Shield Road anymore, and it's been this way for more years than I can count. I must be older now than the decrepit Gaugen was when he died and left me alone. Unforgiving time has eroded both the stones of the tower and my flesh and mind. The holy statue of Touareg is the only thing time itself dares not touch. I do remember that it's my duty to guard something hidden inside the statue, but I don't remember what exactly am I guarding. The key I wear hanging on my neck, the Langabuk's golden cog, is as heavy as an anvil. Where is the Waradash's white cog? I don't remember. What happened to the Skeg's black cog when its keeper Gaugen died? I don't know. Every morning I go around the neighborhood looking for people. I haven't seen any for years, neither traders nor bandits. Sometimes my mind tricks me, and I recall speaking to a hunter or a scout just yesterday, but these memories are too vague to be true. I guess my feeble mind just entertains itself with illusions. I've been hoping for too long to see a day when dwarves return and restore the road. Now I seriously doubt there is any one of my kin left in this world, or anyone alive at all. Maybe some unimaginable plague has razed away every single living soul in the whole of Golarion, except for me. If someday someone returns to these parts and manages to read this, remember our names. This tower was built by dwarves of the Waradash, Skeg, and Langabuk clans in 4241. It was abandoned in 4499. We, the last shield, were left behind to keep our eternal watch for the glory of Touareg and the dwarven people. Our names were Gaugen Skeg and Wark Langabuk. It was our free choice, and we have no regrets. Remember us. Wow. Always nice to get more backstory.
That is not far.
The remains of cobbled road are barely visible. Oh, giant spiders. Well, we are immune to poison right now, so we should be fine. These ruins, so calm and tranquil, reconciles you with the future. Thank you, Detective Harem. Now, about the swarm of giant spiders.
Troubles.
What troubles you?
Okay, now, the real trick here is going to be keeping them off our back line. We'll have to be adaptable.
This will hurt.
We're definitely going to need a few bombs here. Burning hands, too, if we can get away with it. Alright, we've got them contained so far.
Let's try this way.
Taking a while.
This should do it.
Uh-oh, okay. We've got one on our back line. Let's focus fire.
A calculated risk. Calm down. Not dead yet.
Come on.
What a waste!
Do not falter.
Let's get some heals going. Okay, everything's under control. Let's get Tristan back on offense.
Ah!
Follow my lead.
I'm listening.
Grotus awaits us.
Well, that actually wasn't too bad. I mean, it could have gone better, but we made it through, and it only cost us 3 channels.
All according to plan.
Ah, and there's those ancient stairs. Might as well use them real quick, just for the XP.
Applause, please. Applause, please.
Sounding a little desperate there, Lindsay. Tone it down. Interesting. Let's see if we can get that thing down.
Just letting the ink dry.
Once, long ago, a sturdy watchtower rose above the forest, ready to signal an enemy's approach, day or night. Now, the ancient moss-covered stones were crumbling, and birds rather than warriors inhabited the place. The ground floor had long been looted, but there still seemed to be some furniture left on what remained of the upper floor. A rotted table, an uneven chair, and a small but seemingly robust chest. Sadly, the stairs leading up had collapsed long ago. Harem walked around the tower slowly, running his fingers along the cracks in the stone. I like places like this. Peaceful, quiet. Here, one is bound to consider that which awaits us all, sooner or later. Yes. Taking a seat, he lost himself in his admiration of the ruins. We tried climbing up. Amiri tried to scale the wall, but it was too old. The stones crumbled beneath her feet, and the structure shifted. Flailing in the air a moment, Amiri awkwardly fell to the stone floor. It was a miracle the whole wall didn't collapse in on her head. Well, shoot. We decided to take our time and make a sturdy ladder. Fortunately, there were plenty of materials in the forest. It took us some time to harvest the materials we needed and tie everything together, but we ended up with a safe, stable ladder. We climbed to the upper floor and dropped the chest down. The chest fell to the stone floor with a loud thud, a huge cloud of dust rising around it. The wood had darkened after years of exposure to the sun and the rain. The metal siding had grown a layer of rust, and the decorative carvings on the lid were barely discernible. Even so, the chest itself was as robust and secure as the day it was made by some unknown dwarven master. And, of course, it was still locked. We tried picking the lock. The mechanism had rusted, the key had long been lost, but that matters little to a skillful lockpick. After tinkering inside the keyhole for a while, Lindsay opened the lid triumphantly. Inside, we found the simple possessions of a dwarven warrior who must have once been stationed in this tower. Battle gear consisting of chainmail, a helmet, a shield, and an axe. A pair of torn traveling boots and a metal tankard the size of a small bucket. A pipe and a full pouch of tobacco, which had petrified over the years. And lastly, a peculiar little thing. A complex, red metal cog. Nothing's actually been added to our inventory, so let's take another look at that chest. Ah, there we go. Red cogwheel ring. A magic breastplate. +2, very nice. Heavy shield. Troll Reaper. That sounds intriguing. And a soot blackened apron. Another part of the soot blackened relic set. Let's get that +2 breastplate on Amiri right away. That's actually better than the armor we accidentally left back in Stag's Fall. Not bad. I still might want to switch her up to mithril plate mail at some point, but for now, that should do the trick. As for Troll Reaper, looks like it's a +1 great axe with 1d6 extra acid damage. That's a little weaker than the Earthbreaker, but we do seem to be in troll country, so let's go ahead and set that as one of Amiri's backup weapons. Okay, let's go find those cogs.
In due time.
Oh, actually, we are just past the 40-minute mark, so let's clear the northwest corner, and then I think we'll be at a good stopping point. I would like to actually have this video finished in time for its scheduled release. Ah, that seems like a good thing to go out on. Gives us a good chance to try out that new axe, too. Oh, let's get some new buffs up.
Ready for anything.
Almost forgot we lost most of those back in the tower.
Patience.
Right here, my friend.
As it should be.
How may I help?
Okay, let's burn this thing down. Actually, that might be overkill.
We will prevail.
Troll hounds.
They go down!
Let's get some grenades in there. Or maybe not. Well, apparently the Troll Reaper lives up to its name.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Only 20 gold. I'm starting to think that wolves are the most valuable pelts out there.
A trivial matter.
Lovely. Another shard of the Dwarven Helm. We'll have to visit the storyteller to see how many pieces we actually need.
That is not far.
Alright, folks. I think we've reached a pretty good stopping point for the episode. It actually looks like we're about halfway done with this map, so we shouldn't have any trouble finishing it next time. Anyway, we'll hit the pause button for now, and we'll pick up here next time as we hunt down those ancient cogs, reveal the hidden treasures of Touareg, and then probably head back to Stag's Fall. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Pathfinder Kingmaker, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube channel, the official Discord channel, the fan-run wikis, or the original crowdfunding campaign over on Kickstarter. Links are in the description.